This episode of Distractible is presented by vitaminwater. Some drinks are fun, some are functional, but vitaminwater said, why not both? There is nothing more refreshing than like a nice vitaminwater ice cold sip in the heat.
I only drink zero sugar drinks, so of course I'm a fan of the zero sugar, rehydrate, pineapple, passion fruit.
I'm a big pineapple guy. Pineapple good. Born in New York City, built for people who work hard and play hard. Grab a vitaminwater today. Copyright 2025 Glasso. Vitaminwater is a registered trademark of Glasso.
Good evening, gentle listeners or watchers, and welcome to Distractible. This episode, Mawkish Mark sanctions a hand job, survives sinus suffering, hallucinates, then returns to roots. Wafy Wade busts for cherry, bends the knee, drops deep distractible lore, and becomes a beer. Bulky Bob screws wood hard, digs dungeon crawler, sea sleeps, and snakes out. From scat backlash to panic points. Yes! It's time for I Miss The Old Distractible. Now sit back and prepare to be distracted and enjoy the show.
Hello, gentle listeners. Welcome back to Distractible. This is going to be an episode of all time. I can tell. We are at our A game. And by we, I mean me. And by me, I mean all of us. Because we are one big happy family. You being here is the greatest joy any of us could ever have in our lives. Forget all of our good things that are in our existence. This moment, this heartbeating time where you and us are here together could not be better. Bob and Wade, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the fans.
Okay.
All right.
We are here out of contractual obligation.
Well, ain't that the truth?
Let's be very clear.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that it can't be enjoyable, you know? Just because you got a prison sentence doesn't mean you can't have fun while you're in the clink, you know?
Dude, I'm going to come out of Distractible so ripped, but I'm just going to do push-ups all episode, every episode.
I want to see the side-by-side of when we first launched. We're like, we just wanted to hang out, spend time together. We just really enjoy each other's company. And then we are here only because of contractual obligation. Our hands are tied. It's a prison sentence. We want out, but we're here.
And nobody said that we want out. They just, you know.
Yeah. I don't want anything except, oh God, I'm in violation.
Uh-oh, you better find a writing pad.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm in violation.
I got to throw out here, too, that if you're worried about this being a bad episode, it's coming after the episode called 4th of Pulai that didn't even come out on the 4th of July. So we already kind of were at rock bottom with my episode.
When we were making it, I definitely had a couple moments where I was like, yuck. But man, people did not care for the 4th of Pulai. Tell you what,
I'm shocked.
They were way more against that than I expected.
Well, get over it.
I remember when we were talking, I'm like, man, we've talked about poop a lot in episodes before. And I remember then I'd be like, this feels like too much. And, I didn't call it out in the episode.
What could be more American than hating something that will later be considered an all-time classic?
I thought a shitty American episode was fitting.
Got him.
I can't even remember what that episode was about.
It was about toilets and a lot of poop talk, but I honestly...
Oh, making things American. Right, that was it, I remember.
Why did that mean everything was a toilet?
Let's not worry about that. That's so long ago. I'm sure one of you two got us derailed, made that happen that way. But it's a new episode. It's a new day.
Oh, yes, and I am in so violation.
I hope the whole episode is just Bob and I talking while Mark searches frantically around his room for his notebook.
When did you last see it, bud?
I don't remember when a yesterday was.
Don't you have a tablet you use sometimes?
I think that's what he's looking for. The notes about and for which you pulled 3 consecutive all-nighters, those notes?
Yes, that. I am going to sanction. I am in violation. I'm going to step away. I will allow you guys to make a handshake deal while I'm away. One.
Mark is self-regulating. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens at the end of the episode.
I think Mark is so on top of his game that our handshake deal is we agree he has to host again. It seems like the exact opposite of anything he would want right now.
I was just going to say, I think we should make the handshake deal just that we sincerely agree to help Mark, but your idea is way funnier.
I guess we'll see who wins and how we're feeling at the end.
Listeners, I don't know if we're going to explicitly talk about it or if we already mentioned it, but Mark doesn't have any sleep right now. He's been doing all-nighters on important projects. I don't know, do I do your idea or my idea before it gets his headphones on?
Let's surprise each other at the end, I guess.
Deal.
Hey, man.
All right, so handshake time is over. That will come back to bite me, I bet. But we'll see. All right, so if you don't know how this works, then wow, you stumbled into an odd episode to start with, because I'm hosting and I am sleep deprived.
What?
It's a new record for me, but I'll talk about that later because I am more interested in how my friends are doing and what they have been up to.
I already showed you guys, and if you're a listener, I just gestured at the enormous cabinets behind myself. I happened to find these while I was scouring the internet for roll top desk and immediately abandoned all notions about desks or rolling tops because these giant fucking cabinets are just the best. But I had to put them together. They came in, say, like 12 pieces. I have an office. My office is in the basement. So I had to get them all downstairs piece by piece, except for this countertop, which is huge and really fucking heavy. I moved them all by myself into the basement, stacked them all up super dangerously, put some screws and nails in. Half of them are still sticking out, but I'm really happy with it. And now I need to like clean it, and I'm thinking I might refinish. This is just like laminated countertop, so I might put like, I don't know, something on it, change the color. You know, because you can get like vinyl, right? I'll roll a new top onto it.
That counts. Qualifies.
I want to put like LED. I'm just really jazzed about it because it was really fucking heavy. And I was like, I don't know how to build things. So I've been terrified it was going to fall over and kill me. But I think I finally put enough screws in that I trust it to probably not collapse into a pile of death.
I really like it. It's gigantic. You know, honestly, with your woodworking skills, you could try to modify it if you wanted to.
That is on my list of things. It took a lot of work to get down here, but now I'm already like, well, maybe I'll paint it. That means I'll have to take it all apart, bring it upstairs, outside. Well, I don't know, I like the oak. I feel like oak's gonna come back. Got that early 2000s oak look. Everybody's gonna be into oak in a minute.
Yeah, those oak trees are just gonna poof right out of the ground in droves.
I feel like I need to rearrange my whole office and change my lighting because this little lamp looks super sad and awkward now sitting on the giant shelves.
Do you guys ever watch, I don't know, I'm not on TikTok anymore, but I saw his videos and I really appreciated that woodworking guy that was like, a round mallet is a but it's easy to, someone instantly knew who I was talking about with that cadence because...
Yeah. No, I love him.
I'm doing a terrible description of it.
You like a high grit?
I know this one.
I remember the information that he was saying, just not the words he was saying. You know, the idea of a round mallet, it's good because you can spin it in your hand with every thing. And then the other things you said that I definitely remember.
Don't worry, I don't watch anything like that.
What do you watch?
I started watching Kiefer Sutherland's Designated Survivor series that lasted 3 years, like 6 years ago.
What is all those words you said?
Kiefer Sutherland, the guy who was in 24 as Jack Bauer. He was in The Lost Boys. Kiefer Sutherland. You don't know Jack Bauer from 24?
I've never seen a single episode of 24, no.
Oh, well, that's sad. Anyway, he's in a show called Designated Survivor, which is about the congressional designated survivor person who's stashed away while everyone does the big meeting with the president. That way, if there's something goes horribly wrong, there's still a member of government that can become president. And so, big bomb, and then the designated survivor becomes president. That's the show's premise. What I did do that kind of surprised me, well, okay, bathrooms. Bathrooms need cleaning. You gotta clean bathrooms a lot, right? But sometimes you don't go all in on the cleaning with like your shower, your tub or whatever. You like kind of give it a once over, but it's not like the heavy grout scrub. So I decided to do a good old grout scrub of our shower. It took me like an hour and a half to whatever, clean it out. The next day, or a couple days later, I started to play basketball. Something about the muscle use and that combined thing, the back of my knee, I felt like someone just kicked the back of my knees repeatedly. Because like walking around, my calves and thighs didn't hurt as bad as I thought they would after like squatting for an hour and a half for the cleaning and then playing basketball. But just very specifically, the back of my knees feels like someone just beat the shit out of them.
I think I hate to say this, Wade, as a guy who just became another year older on that unfortunate day where you instantly, boom, age. We are getting older, and I have a feeling that might just be an age thing as opposed to what you were doing specifically.
I don't know. I think that I found something. There's some correlation between basketball, grouch scrubbing, and back knee bad hurt. Not back knee like acne on your back, but back of your knee.
Like knee back. I used to wear knee backs.
Knee back sounds like a slur. I don't like the way that
it has a bad vibe.
Kind of. I guess it does now that you say it like that.
Knee pit.
Oh, that's like my favorite actor, you know. Oh, Knee Pitt? He was in that movie? Oh, fuck yeah, I'm going to go see it.
Is that Brad Pitt's daughter? Knee Pitt?
The lesser known Pitt?
What a brave shortening of the full name Brittany. Not Brit, not Bree, Knee.
Otherwise, I honestly, with the ear infection, I feel like I've had a week and a half to 2 weeks of sloth behavior. I've just been slothing around because I couldn't wear headphones or earbuds really while I was recovering from the ear infection. And it's like 99% better. I was telling Bob earlier that every now and then there's just like a tiny bit of slosh feeling in it, but otherwise it's good. No more pain or anything. But I don't know, the ear infection really, really sucked. And it was really easy to fall into just being a sloth for like a week and a half. So I haven't done much.
Yeah, I just got over getting sick and it was like pure sinus infection. And man, that sucked. It took me out. A lot of the sicknesses that I've had come from innocuous things. Like I had my wisdom teeth taken out and then one of the incisions got infected. So it's like, that's a common thing. And so, but that took me out. Like I was couch ridden for a week straight, could not move because of the head infections. And so with the sinus one, it was the same thing. Like I couldn't stand up for long enough to do anything. And I was laid out. So
well, thank God you're feeling a lot better today.
I am.
Books. I don't know why that reminded me of books, but I started reading the Dungeon Crawler Carl book series a week ago, and I'm currently almost done with book 3. So I think that lets you know.
What is this book called?
Dungeon Crawler Carl. Very D&D adjacent, but really not strictly D&D or like any specific thing. But there's pop culture nerd references, and I don't think this is a spoiler because this is what the first book opens with, and it's really interesting. It's about Carl, normal guy, lives on Earth, and has a cat. It's his girlfriend's cat, but it doesn't matter. Earth is claimed, the mining rights to Earth are claimed by an alien civilization, and they suck all the resources out, but all surviving humans are allowed to try and make their way to the bottom of an 18-layer dungeon that is constructed by the alien race as a reality show. And so the entire rest of the universe watches as humans are basically shoved into a real-life D&D style dungeon run by a completely psychopathic AI that has a foot fetish.
Quentin Tarantino, allegedly.
It's really good. Is he the AI? Is that what you're saying?
He is the AI.
I hear foot fetish, I think all of his movies.
Oh, okay. Anyway, couldn't recommend it enough. There's like 6 books. I'm in the middle. I'm almost at the end of the 3rd book after I've been reading like a book every few days consistently. It's really good.
I just read another book recently, but you guys know how I only read Warhammer 40K. So I was telling Amy that, oh man, this new orc book came out. I love the orc books in 40K because they're hilarious. There's this one with an excerpt in the most recent one about how orc found a guy stabbed with a staircase, and the way it was described was so fucking funny. There's apparently another orc book that's going around.
Is it contagious?
I don't know, but people are talking about this orc book, and I'm chronically not online, so I don't know anything that's going on. Have you guys heard about an orc book?
I don't have my ear to the ground on 40K books. Sorry.
No, it's not 40K. This is not a 40K book.
Oh, it's an orc
There's
book.
A different, just orc, generally.
It might be the Dungeon Crawler series because there's a lot of orc subplots, and that is one of the types of like races that exists and stuff. But if you like the tone of the 40K orc books where it's like absurdist and funny, but still like in that sort of universe, you would fucking love this book series. It very much is in that sort of tone. It's like ridiculous and absurd. I don't know if like the new Dungeon Crawler Carl book just came out or what, because I think it's still in process of coming out, I think. So no idea. I'm a reader now.
I am sleep deprived, if anyone couldn't tell. I've never pulled more all-nighters in my life. I pulled 3 in a row.
It's not great.
Someone should stop me, and I can't be controlled. And I won't tell anyone why I did it. You don't have to know. But it was awesome. This sounds like a drug-fueled bender. I did not go on a drug-fueled bender.
You were hanging out with alleged Aaron Rodgers, and just having the time of your life in a dark room.
Who's Aaron Rodgers?
You know, the football guy?
He was a Green Bay Packer, then a Jet. Now he's a Steeler.
Very level-headed, and I don't know ketamine. I have no idea. I don't follow the Aaron Rodgers gossip.
He goes into like a dark room for like 3 days, and I don't know. Anyway,
I think that's photography. So it's perfectly innocent, whatever it is.
Goes into a dark cave and snaps a bright picture. It's like, oh yeah.
Oh God. Oh, develop. Oh.
Well, I did it because I was struck by, I keep saying this is not this. I was struck by divine inspiration. It's not this. It's not this.
Hallucination's the word.
Probably. I was hallucinating last night. I swear to God, I've never really had full-on hallucinations before, but this was the second night, right? And I wasn't staying up straight. I slept in between, but only like 3 hours in between each all-nighter. So cumulatively, it was getting pretty bad. So I was hearing voices. That was not normal.
I don't like when that happens. That's not good.
And I swear to God, clear as day, 3 a.m., I walk out to go to the bathroom. A voice goes, female voice, hey, just want to let you know I'm here.
Don't. No, thank you. No.
It didn't sound like Amy, but my brain was like, is that Amy? Is she up at this hour and just letting me know to not scare me? And anytime we do, like you guys are in a relationship, anytime you try to do something to not scare your partner, you scare them even harder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Like you try to be quiet around, you end up sneaking up on them. Anyway, so I thought maybe, I was the farthest from a light switch you could possibly be, right? I'm on the way to the bathroom, like in the middle of a hallway. And I was starting to see faces in things that did not have faces in them. You know, like that old, like early Google, like image thing where it turned everything nightmarish, you know?
Ooh.
Like, I believe that was one of very early AI models doing, or neural network something, putting eyes on everything. It was horrible. Yeah, it was kind of like that a little bit. So yeah, I was doing that. But I was struck by, I haven't had this in a very long time, where I was so, I mean, I had a deadline that I had to work within a certain window of time. I was sick and I was trying to catch up. But I was also simultaneously captivated, and I felt so creatively fulfilled. And I really like those periods of time. It's just like, the amount of sleep that I am not getting is not nearly enough. So that's where I am, and that's how I'm doing what I'm doing. Sidebar. Man, every time we say the word AI, people get really pissed.
Oh, they don't care for it.
The majority of the time that we bring it up is in a context where we're like, man, this is stupid. What this AI system is, it might have X use, and maybe I use it for that purpose, but this is bad. And people act like we're the biggest AI proponents there are.
That's 8 mads that you just got.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Absolutely. But I want to say something very specifically, because same with honey. I called this 3 years ago. I was one of the first that said to you guys on this very podcast, hey, watch out. AI is going to come and it'll be able to click a button and make that thing. It'll probably take away graphics. I was one of the earliest people saying the dangers.
So you could have stopped it and you didn't.
Mark did nothing.
I was one of the first to talk, and you two were like, oh yeah, sure, it'll be able to record a podcast episode. And then Google Video comes out and it's like, you get Bigfoot vlogs. It's so much more than we thought it would be. And just because I'm saying like, that's kind of funny, everyone's like, it is funny. That's the problem. That's the captivating issue of it, is the content is funny sometimes. And that's where the line gets bad, because you're starting to look at it and be like, oh shit, I enjoy this, but you can enjoy things that may not be good for you. That's called addictions. I'm not saying I'm addicted to AI. I'm going to be so taken out of context.
I was going to do a whole podcast episode on Allen Iverson, and I was like, well, if we shorten his name at all, we're definitely screwed. AI.
My favorite movie from 2000 whatever. AI.
Yeah, with what's his name from the being in The Sixth Sense. What's that kid's name? I actually really liked that movie.
Bruce Illis. No, will. Never mind. I fucked it.
Bruce Illis. Yep, that's it. Obviously, people have had complaints about that. People may not have liked the last episode, whatever. I think it's time to go back to our roots. I think it's time for us to get in touch with who we really were. Look at this.
Is it a thermometer?
Is this a thermometer? Where do you shove this in?
There's a lot of places I'd be willing to try.
All right, listeners, this is not a huge timer, but it is a baseball-sized in my hand timer that Wade is okay shoving inside of him in a few places.
There's at least 3 spots.
Name 3.
Butthole, armpit, mouth.
All right, that's fair enough. You couldn't get this in your mouth.
Try it.
Editors, put this in his mouth. There it is. All right. Okay. I am going to go back in time to our roots, and we are going to do a supercut of all of our best, earliest episodes. We're going to dig deep down into our past, come up with new stories that we definitely have been holding back on for those episodes. And I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes total, not 2 minutes each, 2 minutes. We got a lot to cover, so we got to keep it to 2 minutes. It's going to go round robin. You can't talk over each other, but it's got to be a boom, boom. It's as fast as you can go. It's going to be a point bonanza. Unless, of course, you take a minute, and then it won't be a point bonanza. I have a feeling it won't be a point bonanza. But
considering I don't even remember what 2 episodes ago was, man, I'm in trouble.
He's going to set us up, and we're going to hit it out of the park.
All right, I got my wiffle ball bat.
All right, I'm going to set it up, and if you guys need, just like a spelling bee, you can ask for the country of origin, and I'll read the description, and that's the country of origin. But I'm going to give you the title. Whoever goes first is going to start with that, and then that's all you get. I guess you can ask for more, but that's taking up precious time. You only got 2 minutes, so you gotta work it through. Doesn't this alarm though bring some memories?
Yeah, it's a particular thing that definitely is like tickling my memories of stuff.
I don't know what though. It's not like a phone. There's something.
This is the exact noise I woke up to as a kid. Because it sounded exactly like
those
this.
Old alarm clocks.
Yeah, old alarm clocks.
I had the old alarm clock that did the the like buzzy one.
My alarm would turn on the radio, so it would just be like, and that's all we got today this morning. And it's like,
I hate that so much. That's awful.
What are your wake up ringtones? This is completely off topic, but I'm so curious.
Right now, nothing. Vibrate.
Silence.
What?
I wear my, not wearing it now, but you could see, I wear my Apple Watch almost all the time. I sleep with my watch on. My watch wakes me up vibrating so that I don't wake up Mandy or the baby. All of my alarms are dead silent. I don't have any set. So it's either my watch or my phone buzzing. Because if it's like
Can you turn... Okay, this is a dumb technology question. Can you turn an alarm noise on while having every other sound on your phone off?
Yes. By default, that's what happens. If you turn all your sound off, your alarm will still break through that.
And you can unfortunately turn off the sound in your alarm and all the sound on everything else, even if your phone's not on silent.
Yes.
I've done that before and slept through some important things.
Do you remember in college, Mark, you had an iHome alarm clock where you could put your iPod upon it, and you went online and you were like, I found this noise. It's like a noise from a WoW. It was from like a WoW overlay or something where it was like when something happened, it was an alarm that triggered. And you're like, this is the most annoying noise I know of. And that was the alarm clock sound on your iPod in our dorm room.
Yeah, it didn't go off all the time because I don't think you would have put up with it for very long if it did. But I do.
I honestly, I didn't mind it. I thought it was funny. I just remember that very particularly because it's like a klaxon alarm sound, wasn't it? Like wah wah.
It was when I experimented with botting in World of Warcraft. This was in college, and I wasn't playing seriously at this point. I was like, I'll just play, see if I can get it. I download this program. It can play for it, and it gives an alarm when something happens, like your character gets stuck. Game master is looking at you, and that's what happened. It went off in the middle of the night, and I remember almost falling out of bed, being like, "My account's gonna get banned!" No. Everything was fine. My character was stuck on a rock. That's what it was. And then I never bought it again after that. So I was like, "Oh, cheating's for losers." Oh, ringtone. Yeah, this is mine right now.
I would never wake me up. I would just sleep.
That would put me more to sleep. It's so nice.
Amy fucking hates this because I hit the snooze so much. I hit the snooze so much.
Well, yeah, that's not an alarming wake up. Like, I need something that's like, woo, 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 woo. Like, I need shit like that to get me out of bed, not.
Yeah, this was what it used to be, and I know this is gonna trip a lot of people up, but it used to be this every day.
Yeah, that would get me up.
I would probably still sleep through that. I'm a heavy sleeper.
I don't know why. It's pleasant, kind of, but really not pleasant. So it's because it comes on so loud. Anyway, not the point. Not what we're here for. No one got a point for that.
Good episode.
Good episode. We're done. See ya, guys. We'll see you guys.
See ya, guys.
See ya.
Everyone do their best Wade impression of their outro. Now, go.
Oh, I think that's the viewers and listeners. You mean us?
Ah, shit. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, do it. Got him.
Point to the viewers or listeners if you post on the subreddit your impression of Wade's outro. Go. Best one gets a point.
The mods are gonna love that. Yeah, let's do that.
Lots
of posts.
People act like the subreddit is some sacred thing that you can't flood with random nonsense as if it has to be clean and orderly at all times.
Hey, the mods are like barely clinging on to sanity. I don't go around enough, but every time I dip in there, there's a new post from the mods that's just like, all right, no more of this. No more. Stop. And I'm like, I must have missed something.
See, my policy is you just ban because people can make a new account, and that's what
I always did.
That's what it is. Yeah. So
and like in like stream chat or whatever, like yeah.
That's the commonly understood thing. Like I ban with reckless abandon. I ban at the slightest provocation. I think people are way too lenient on the bans.
If you didn't want to find out, you should never have fucked around. It's an easy solution.
There's rules for a reason. If you didn't want to lose that account's access, you get banned. If you piss me off more, I'll find a way to IP ban you, but I can't do that yet.
YouTube. Special feature.
All right. Let's get into the actual content. All right. Who's going to go first? I'll use my special thing that definitely works really well and fair. Evens goes Bob.
While that's spinning, Mark, I think I found the book you're supposed to be reading. It's a book called Tusk Love. Came out on July 1st. No, I'm not joking. It came out on July 1st. It's currently trending all over the internet. It's based on a fictional half-orc romance novel from Critical Role. It was a thing they threw out as a joke on Critical Role, and then someone made it into an actual novel about the thing that it was a joke.
So it's like 50 Shades of Grey, how that was originally Twilight and became its own thing.
Yeah, so Tusk Love.
Tusk Love. Man, this thing goes.
Yeah, that really needs a break or something. Needs the opposite of lube.
I think I'm claiming a future episode idea. I just thought of it is you guys are going and this is the timer and whatever it lands on and the last person that talks when it lands gets that many points. All right, I'm claiming that as a future thing.
Well, we can't use that device, so that seems fair.
You think if it's spinning and I'm in my chair with it that spins, if I turn it like that demonstration, will it spin me?
Wow.
I'm moving. Look, guys, I'm moving.
I was really hoping you were just going to be like...
It's still going.
You could just stop it. I don't believe that you could choose which number you stop it on anyway if you just go, yeah.
Ooh, 9.
That's not me.
Yep. All right, Wade, you're going first, so that means you get the advantage, I think. I don't know. Look give you a go first point. That was a long spin. That was a tense one. All right, so first. All right, so we're going back to the OG, maybe our greatest episode ever. Coming up with new things for this in the same way that we were scoring before we had rules. This is the Wild West of scoring back here. Hair.
I don't think one thing we talked about the original hair was what if we grew hair in all the opposite places of where we actually do? Imagine like hair inside your mouth, on your eyeballs. I think that's exactly where hair should have gone. We should have had a hair part 2 that was all about the opposite of hair, or removing hair. Creative ways to remove hair.
One idea at a time. The genius is flowing. Give Bob a chance.
I have a message to all young men, especially. That hair that magically accrues on the floor of the bathroom is not normal. It's you. You're gross. For my whole beginning of my life, I was like, man, bathrooms are so dirty. Just a little hair everywhere and stuff. Man, that's great. No, I'm just not good at cleaning. Clean it. Clean better.
4th of hair lie. Yeah, we could have had that episode where the hair's in the bathroom. My next 4th of July episode. You got it, everyone.
He's just going down the rabbit hole of most disgusting episodes possible. I love it.
Cooking episode where an ingredient has to be hair.
When you get hair in your food at a restaurant, do you eat it? I say yes. I don't eat the hair. I eat the rest of the food, though.
Would various articles of clothing be itchier or more comfortable if made of human hair?
Always itchier.
All right, I don't know who to give the point to that.
I was right, so probably me.
Guys, don't fight for it. Oh, too late.
Did I win? Did he win?
You got I was writing down points the whole time. Whatever called out to me is what's points.
Great episode. I loved hair.
No. We got more. We're doing a speed round. All right, I'm not going to do everyone for bold, but that was great. Riveting from our classic best episode that I hate is the first one. Because I want people's introduction to be something else. Dear God, I want it to be something else.
Real quick, an aside about it. Whenever hair became the first episode, we didn't know it was going to be the first episode because we were still toying around with things that just happened to be the format we liked at the time. So we're like, oh, this will work.
That's true. We had episodes before that we were like, nah, scrap that.
There were like 5 or 10 that never saw the light of day. Yeah,
that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, hair was just one of many experimental things.
And actually, one of the big reasons that we came up with this one is, we mentioned this a lot, is like we said we would eventually run out of stories if it's just a story podcast. That was one of the main reasons we did this format that we are doing, because but I'm gonna prove, your guys are gonna prove them wrong. Hey, dig into your camping history. We're gonna tell those camping stories that you didn't tell last time. Don't tell the same ones. Go, Bob, go.
I'm sure this is new. When I was in college, my music fraternity went on a camping trip, but we didn't check the weather, and it rained all night, and I slept in 6 inches of water on the ground. I'm surprised that I didn't have any serious illnesses or
How did you not tell that story before?
I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't recall telling it. That's not the one I told in the camping episode previously, but it was awful and made me hate camping for the rest of my life. But like, I kind of want to go camping still. I'm kind of into it. But
there's one where my ex and I went out. We were having like a romantic camp out down in like some hilly, cliffy spot in like Kentucky or something. It's like a really famous camping spot. I forget what it was called. And we thought it was gonna be a nice romantic evening, but it was just so humid and muggy and awful that it turned into like, yeah, I don't even want to like hug you. You lay over there, I'll lay over here, and we'll just exist till we can have air conditioning again.
You went out with your ex?
Well, while we were together.
Yeah, that's a weird choice.
Oh, okay, all right.
She wasn't my ex when we went camping.
That's what I was wondering. Like, is this a recent thing, or
this was like 2 weeks ago? I called my ex. I was like, "Hey, you want to have a romantic weekend out like old times?"
Mandy and I got a tent as a wedding gift, and we were like, "All right, let's do that." And we went camping at a nice campground that we didn't realize was half a mile away from the shipping airport runway, and planes came every 15 minutes for the entire night, and we could not leave early enough. We did not sleep at all, and it was fucking miserable, and we left at like 6 a.m. because holy shit.
When I was touring colleges, we stopped one night. I don't know if I told this story or not, but there were people walking around this building in the middle of this campsite, and they were dragging clothes around, but like they were walking around and looking around suspiciously, and we couldn't tell if they were stealing other people's clothes from like the little laundry area or if they were bringing their own. But either way, they looked suspicious as fuck while they were doing it. So we were afraid of doing our laundry because we thought if we left it for a minute, the clothes thieves would strike.
What did they look like that made them suspicious? Describe these people.
You know how people like walk around like trying to hide their faces, but also they have the shifty, they have like that Scooby-Doo. They have that fucking Scooby-Doo walk.
They had this weird music dun, 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 as they were walking by. Really suspicious.
No, like hoods up, but you could tell they were like watching, make sure they weren't being watched or followed when they walked around. They just look shifty and suspicious.
Camping YouTube update. Camping with Steve. Great YouTuber. Does stealth camping. Camps in the middle of roundabouts and in trailers that he builds and in funny places. Camping with Steve.
Oh, didn't get it out.
That was it. That was the last line is Camping with Steve. That was like the tag.
Oh, that's true. We did talk about Camping with Steve before, but that was a different episode.
All right.
I think it counts.
Technically, this would be before the episode where I talked about Camping with Steve. So if time is non-linear, this comes first.
Wade, what do you feel about that?
I wasn't listening, so yeah, sounds good.
All right, I guess it's legit. We're leaving it up there. Okay, great. Now, all camping stories have been expunged. We have no more. It's gone. All right. But you know what's up next? The greatest episode in Distractable history. Bob's Fridge. Tell me Bob's Fridge stories.
I was over at Bob's and we had a really delicious meal, and I had to open his fridge to get like a drink out, and the drink was nice and cold, and I was like, man, what a nice working fridge.
I think I told you guys this story, but I don't know that I ever talked about it on the podcast because I was trying not to give them attention, but it's been long enough now. Soon after the fridge incident, I got a call that was from the Lowe's store that I was attempting to buy the fridge from, and that gave me so many fucking problems. And it was just a heavy breathing and silence, and then it was a voicemail. They called, and I was like, I'll do that later. And I sent it, and it said Lowe's, whatever, California. It went to voicemail, and the voicemail was refrigerator. Click. And that was it. And it was like a prank call, I guess, but like I don't
Lowe's is your refrigerator running to you?
I don't know. But that happened, and at the time I was like, what the hell? And so I didn't talk about it because I was obviously someone just looking for attention, but they're probably dead now. So take that.
That was so long ago.
I guess it was. We ship Bob to Antarctica, and we make him really cold, and the episode becomes Bob's Frigid.
Oh.
All right, that's a great idea. We'll save that for another episode, but this is for points. It stories in the episode, so I can't qualify that one.
Every time I'm in the grocery store and I walk down one of the refrigerated aisles, every single one I open and I look in to see if there's any like water leaking or catastrophes inside. And if there's not, I go, ha, mine was funnier. And I keep going.
We turn the temperature of Bob's freezer down so that Bob has two fridges. So if one breaks, he has a backup.
Turn the temperature down. Wouldn't it just be more of a freezer? You mean up?
Did you actually turn the temperature down? You can lie.
Yes.
Ah, you didn't get it in. God, I even let you lie. I even said you could lie.
I couldn't remember. I still did it wrong. I was like, I need to shake my head and say yes. And I still nodded. I was like, don't fuck this up. Yeah. I don't know if you know this, Mark, but I'm real sleep deprived. I only got 7 hours last night.
Poor. I'll give you a pity point for oh man, pity point, no sleep.
I only got 6 hours. Come on.
I got 3.5. I got three after the first all-nighter. I took a sweet hour nap midday, got 2 more hours after the second all-nighter, and then I went to bed this morning at 8:18.
That was an hour, less than an hour before you were supposed to be with us recording this.
I got up and was like, time to record podcast. And Mark's like, oh, thank God, bed.
No, it was to the point where I was watching my mouse move on the computer, and it was cutting a purple line as it moved, and I was just staring at it for like 15 minutes. I'm like, I think if I stay awake any longer, I'm gonna die. So I'm gonna go lay down. So I lay down, and I slept a cool 3-something hours.
Probably much caught up.
Are you picking like these episodes? Are they the order they came out? Or are you skipping over a bunch? Because there's no way that was
that is definitely not the order those came out.
But man, we have had some bangers this past year. We've had some stinkers. It's okay, but as a podcast, I think we are fucking crushing it on the banger episode. We got some laughs.
I have to agree.
I don't remember.
Well, do you remember Hold My Beer? You better tell me some moments where you either held a beer or did that thing what qualifies as hold my beer moments.
Uh-huh.
Bob, go.
So when I was building these cabinets the other day, remember how I said this countertop was really heavy? I picked it up upstairs in the garage and I was like, my back. And for some reason, my response was, well, fucking hold my beer. And then I just carried it all the way in the house and downstairs by myself without asking for help or trying to do anything else. I did it, and nothing bad happened except for possibly my discs. But I'll learn about that later when the doctor tells me.
That's fair. That's fair. Wait.
I was holding the can and I was looking over and my dog Presley ran to a back fence. There was another dog there. They started barking at each other and then running along the fence, kind of playing. But then more dogs from our yard came and joined in and were running and barking. It got really loud. So I had to hand my can over so I could run and stop them from barking.
All right, Bob.
My son, Bobby, got home from school and showed me that he got a D on his paper, and I was like, damn it, Bobby. And then I went out to the backyard with the fellers and stood in front of my fence, and I held a beer and drank it while that song played, you know. And it's like, Mike Judge, I'm the king of the hill, and then I'm Hank Hill.
Is that true?
I'm Hank Hill.
All right, I guess I'm letting lying happen. Unless it's the truth.
It's the true truth.
I'm writing it down.
I had a really nice watch that was stuck to like a piece of wood, and I was trying to throw wood into like this wood chipper, and the watch got caught and went into the wood chipper. So I went, ah, shit. Handed over the beer, jumped in after it, and got cut to fucking pieces and died. But the beer ended up being all over me on the inside, and I think it turned out pretty well.
That's a great. Why didn't you tell that story last time? That's a great story.
It was very personal. I wasn't comfortable sharing it back then.
All right, I've told the story about the night that James was born, but I didn't tell the whole story. I was standing there, and the doctor finally pulled James out, and he started crying, and the doctor looked over at me and was like, do you want to hold your son? And I looked over at the nurse next to me and was like, hold my beer so I can hold my son.
That's a beautiful moment.
I was in the same room and I said, hold my beer so I can hold his son.
I thought you were going to say you were the one he handed the beer to, but either qualifies, it all qualifies.
I was also at Wade's story about dying in the wood chipper then. I was there. I was holding his beer. I was the one who held his beer while he did that.
I was there a second time. I was the beer. And Bob drank me.
He didn't just hold me. He took a sip.
Later that day, while I was mourning the loss of Wade 1 and the loss of Wade 2, whom I dranked, I was standing at the urinal and overcome with sadness, and I was like, I can't pee now, so I held in my pee, which was actually beer Wade, so I held my beer Wade.
I think when I originally told this story, I said my watch got cut in the wood chipper, and then whenever I jumped in the wood chipper, it turned into beer, and I was somehow covered in beer in the wood chipper when it should have been a watch. But my beer was there too, being held by the wood.
Beep, 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 beep. I think it didn't work. I don't know why. It's dead. Wait, it died.
Freddie, wait, what the fuck? Oh, Wade and I were telling our stories. Mark is sitting here playing with the stupid timer.
It died.
We just kept getting more stupid while he was trying to fucking get his timer to work.
These are fresh batteries. It died? What the hell? This thing's a piece of shit. It straight up died.
Oh, it had like a 5-minute timer. That's pretty good for an alarm.
What the fuck? It doesn't work anymore.
How many things do you need to time in your life, Mark? What's going on here?
What's this episode called? Hold My Timer?
I guess I got a phone. I'll do it in one more with that, I guess. Okay, that was great. But you know what tops it? Oh, wow. Perfect Crime was way, way early back.
It was. The first one was a long time ago.
It's a very different thing, I believe. Wasn't that about robbing a bank or something and making friends at the same time?
That was my scheme for how to make best friends.
I remember.
Because you set up a heist, and then there's a big car accident, and you save their life, and then that's when they become your best friend because you saved their life. But it's all an elaborate setup.
Man, it was a very different podcast.
We were young. We didn't know what we were doing.
Were we young? I don't know. But you know when we were young, when kids were stupid, tell me about stupid kids.
I remember when I was like 6 years old, and I decided the family needed a new fridge. So we went into this fridge store, broke in, and I opened up the door, and there inside was a really cold beer. And I was like, oh, I'm still underage. I should probably take a sip of it. So I opened it up, and nothing but fucking hair was pouring out. It was a whole gross, goddamn disgusting mess. And I decided I needed to throw that fridge out. And you know what I got busted doing? Trying to throw a nasty fridge covered in hair away.
Damn, that was stupid for that kid that you were.
Haraway. Sleepaway. I stayed at a sleepaway camp once, and I thought it would be really fun to sneak out and just run in the same direction until I couldn't run no more. And so that's what I did. And I got lost, and they never found me. Boy, was that stupid.
Why did you say Haraway at the beginning?
Because Wade said Haraway.
He did?
He said he got caught trying to throw a fridge that was covered in nasty hair away. And Haraway obviously triggered Sleepaway Camp for me, which I was a stupid kid at.
I remember I wanted to play one of the counselors at Camp Crystal Lakes. I told my other friend to play Jason Voorhees, and I handed him this big machete and was like, now fucking stab me after I pretend to have sex. But he was like this, and stabbed me too early, and I didn't even get to do the sex part.
I remember I was in the first grade, and my teacher locked eyes with me and was like, Bobby, what's 1 + 1? We've been working on this. And I confidently looked at her and said, 7. Fucking idiot.
Fucking dumb. No math. All right. Quick.
Similar situation, but I said, isn't it your job to make sure I know the answer? Because right now I fucking don't. And then I got in trouble for it.
Okay. Boy, that was dumb. All right. Fuck you, teacher. Okay, we're gonna call it there because this episode is. I forgot that it needs to be edited really quickly. So
don't worry about it. Everyone watching and listening, the editors have plenty of time for this episode. It's definitely not a last-minute recording. It's basically live in 10 minutes.
You guys squeezed so much content out of your lives and dripped it into the mouths of our listeners and viewers, who are equal in our eyes.
Listeners, Mark is emphasizing how much he loves you.
I'm making obscene gestures, really obscene.
He just held up a sign that said, I love the listeners way more than you, stupid watchers.
All right, so we're going to count up the points. My handwriting gets progressively more insane the deeper it goes because I was frantically trying to keep up. So good luck to me for reading this. Let's start with Wade. Designated Kiefer Sutherland. Designated Kiefer Sutherland, Quinton Foot, Butthole Armpit Mouth. First, you got the first point.
What the fuck is Quinton Foot?
Eve Ballhair? Eyeball hair!
No, Eve Ballhair.
The original sin, Eve and her ball hair.
That was definitely one of the weirdest Bond women.
You thought Pussy Galore was a weird one. Eve ball hair.
Okay, we got Cool Hair as well. Romantic Evening with the Ex. Camping Suspicious People. Open Bob Fridge Nice. Pity No Sleep. I pity you for no sleep. Dog Running with Beer. Cut to fucking pieces and died. I'm writing them down as I go. I still can't count them.
I love the way you pronounce numbers.
Did you learn to count the same place James did?
I lost count again. Stop.
How old are you? Oh, yeah.
You got the also was their point for Wood Chipper Clone 14 Kid Fridge Beer Hair fucking stab me, which I wrote down as a double point because that made me laugh really hard. Fuck you, teacher. All right, so that's a total of 18 for you. Very
dang.
good.
Mark never gives that many points. I'm boned.
Bob, you had massive cabinets. Brittany, very funny. Dungeon Crawler Carl. Eunice, YouTube. You get a point for that. Showing hair dominance. Musical frat rain 6 inches of music.
Oh yeah, 6 inches of music.
All right. You camped at an airport. Camping with Steve. Calling after fridge incident. Probably dead. That person. There's a bonus point for that.
Good.
Funner? Ton? What?
Like I'm gonna be able to help.
Yeah, like you can't say it.
Focus. Come on, focus, damn it.
What is this, a makeup tutorial?
You wrote it. I believe you today.
All right, that's the point. All right, wait, I gotta count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11. Okay. Fuck backs. Am I right? He is Hank. You are Hank. Hold my beer, son. Was also there in room. Hair away, running away forever. Oh, hair away, the camp. That confused me.
Hair away.
All right, no math. No math? And then you got a last minute point for the Bond villain, Eve Ballhair. That was very funny. So even though it looked like Wade was pulling ahead, that gives you 19. It's a 1 point difference. So it all comes down, as it always does, to the wheel. And someone made a good point that they liked hearing the score before going into it, so they know when it's know what the stakes are for this. So you know the stakes, and I counted them 15,000 times.
The stakes are rare.
Please be not one.
Please be one. Give it to Wade.
Odd numbers.
Yes. All right.
3.
Okay, 3. We love 3.
3 threes in a row and 4 threes out of the last 5 spins. That seems normal.
What are you adding?
Least amount of sleep. Do we have that since last episode?
I don't believe so.
All right, least amount of sleep, which I think I would win this if it came
I don't know. I think it's debatable. I feel pretty sleepy.
You should feel sleepy. I also could add one for things broken mid-episode. Fucking, I hadn't used this before.
That's really fucking funny.
5 cycles.
Well, if a cycle is a long period of time, that's impressive. Half point for Wade.
Oh man, there's not going to be a tie unless.
Spin number 2.
Another half point for Wade.
We're tied, baby.
What the hell? All right, it's tied up.
Viewers or listeners.
What the shit is happening? All right. Yikes.
Half point for Wade.
Half point for Wade. Half point for Wade. I don't even care. I just want it to happen again.
Oh, it was close. Had the best time. Which one of you guys had the best time?
Oh, it's definitely the viewers.
No. One of you two had the best time.
I mean, I feel like I had a very good time. I don't know. Wade, do you have any reason to believe you had a better time than me?
I believe my time was equally as good as yours.
What if we split the point and each take half?
Oh, that's not how this works.
I agree, Bob. That sounds great.
All right, we can respin. Respin it.
I'll take that.
What is it's just a respin spot.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Don't call it a comeback. It's half point for Wade.
Point for Wade. What the fuck?
I'm having a great time.
This is fate making it so. Wade, you had the best time and you win 19 and a half points to 19. Congratulations.
Thank you, Bob. Is this where we do the handshake deal?
Oh no, I forgot about that. God damn it. You're gonna undermine that amazing triple half point thing with whatever your stupid handshake was?
Well, I have to at least ask, we had that whole topic.
You could bank it. We
could bank that?
Oh yeah, let's bank it.
Let's keep your idea and bank that for later.
Oh,
perfect.
Okay, good. That really worked out. Couldn't have worked out better, honestly.
That's gonna come back to bite me in the ass, probably. But Wade, congratulations. You won. You're very handsome, very beautiful, and very winnerish. And you get to make today's winner speech.
Thank you, Mark. What a great episode. I had a great time. Some might say I just should have taken a point for having the best time. It was fun rehashing. I thought we got more creative as we kind of amped up. We had a little warm up of like, okay, let's think of real stories. And then I think we were both like, fuck it. Just say things when you told us we could lie. And I enjoyed lying quite a bit. So thank you for letting me lie today. I very much enjoyed lying to you.
Some of those were fake. I just meant the lie on the last one question.
Back to you, buddy.
Okay, all right. Well, congratulations, winner. Your trophy's in the mail. That is definitely not a lie. All right, Bob, you lost. How? You go now.
Bob, how did this happen?
Today's loser speech is brought to you by Vitamin Water. Vitamin Water is the ultimate lifestyle water for people who want fun and functionality. Packed with essential multivitamins and big flavors like the new Elevate Blue Raspberry Limeade or Zero Sugar Rehydrate Pineapple Passion Fruit, who said your drinks can't be fun and functional? Grab a Vitamin Water today. Copyright 2025, Glass O. Vitamin Water is a registered trademark of Glass O. Mark, I lost because I got half a point less than Wade. That's how I lost, just to be clear.
You lost because you weighted the wheel.
Somebody calculate the odds of that happening.
There are 44 things on the wheel, and 3 out of those 4 spins landed on the same one thing.
Is that 44 factorial? No, 3... It'd be 44 times 44 times 44.
Yeah.
We don't eliminate.
44 times 44 times 44.
A 1 in 85,184 chance.
Anyway, it was the half point that really did me in, Mark, if I'm honest. If it was on the merits, I beat Wade fair and square, and then the wheel just ripped it away from me, just like wheels and coins always do.
I wanna emphasize that wasn't an editing trick. We didn't fake that in any way. That was legit.
I mean, I can share. I mean, it was on screen. I'll share it again. And if you look at the history, this will match up with previous spins, and this is not edited.
Yeah, I don't think you can delete individual entries in there. Yeah, so we've had some crazy luck in this podcast that just defies all odds. Like Bob, 13 coin flips in a row, not going your way.
Oh, so cool.
So cool. Love
Wow.
that part. So Wade has all the luck on this podcast, and that's why he won.
Today's loser speech is brought to you by Vitamin Water. Born in NYC, built for people who work hard and play hard. Grab a Vitamin Water today. Copyright 2025 Glass O. Vitamin Water is a registered trademark of Glass O.
I love loser speech.
You know, honestly, the loser speech is a point of honor. Thank you for listening and watching to this.
Refer to me as Your Honor. Yes, I'll take that title. I accept.
But next week, we will be Wade's Monkeys, and you will enjoy another beautiful episode of Poop-Filled Fun. Thank you. Be sure to follow the podcast so that you get notifications and make us feel very special and important in the eyes of our overlords. Merch is right around the corner. Merch is right behind you.
Merch is standing right behind you.
Don't turn around. My headphones. Well, I'm deaf now.
Don't worry, Mark's gonna make sure he packs the merch with the scary tape.
We can't end until he says the famous 2 words, so we're here watching.
Yeah, we're just trapped in the abyss until Mark remembers how we end these things.
Right, yes. We're done now.
That's it. That just cuts right after that.
We're done now. Podcast out.